Group 1, Race 1 here at Waikaraka Park International Speedway in Auckland. Mark Osborne, the current 1NZ on the inside of row number 1. On the outside, the 21W out of Wellington, Donald Gregory. Going back to row number 2, it's the man from the Bay, Johnny Brown. On the outside of him's the Marsh Biz. They set them going down the front straight. We're racing for the first time here at Waikaraka Park. Straight away, the 21 car hiking up the front as he leads the way, Donald Gregory in the Halcro Racing chassis. Here comes our national championship winner from last season on the inside of trying to make the pass. A bit of smoke out of the 66 Marsh car, but at the front the leader's pulling away. Heavy smoke now, he's blinding the rest of the field as our 1NZ goes to work, tries the outside line, struggling to get round the former champion of the 21 car, Gregory. Marsh going terminal, looking like he's going to be making his way. He's holding up the 7 car. Back up the front, bit of contact between our leaders as the inside lines tried to be seized by the 1NZ of Osborne. We're blanketed in smoke here at Waikaraka Park. Osborne still trying to work that outside line as he comes into Cemetery Bend, down the back straight, tries a wide line. The 21 car, he's not having it. Gregory in the STM car, the Owls-Littleton HRC chassis. He's a former champion himself. He knows what it likes. We've got 3 champions now joining the battle, with the 7 car of Brent Emerson jumping onto the tail of the scrap for the lead. As they come into Town Bend, Emerson tries up wide, scrubs off a bit of speed and loses some position. Here comes the 1NZ of Osborne, working that outside line. Can he make it stick as he comes down the back straight? Osborne, he sees the opportunity this time. Oh, contact, but Osborne, he's got it, he's made the pass. Coming down the front straight in front of a packed crowd, the 1NZ Hypermac, that car's been flying all season. He came out of super stocks, he's not averse to a bit of rubbing out there on the racetrack, and he's already started to pull a lead with 1 or 2 car lengths on the 21 car of Gregory. Third place is still Emerson, Brent Emerson in the Lovelady race cars 7M. Up the front though, the 1NZ. He knows how to win around this track here. He's won everything that there is to win, but can he go back to back for the first time to make it 2 in a row? He's making the best possible start. The 1NZ of Mark Osborne lives in Christchurch, races out of Mount Maunganui Bay Park Family Speedway. All right, Gregory, he's trying the outside line again. Just opens the door, the 7 car hard on the brakes to stop collision. He had a bit of a sniff, couldn't make it stick that time. All right, it's white flag, 1 to go here. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to touch the 1NZ of Osborne. Emerson tried the high line. I don't think he's going to make it as they come around for the last time round out of turn number 4. It's going to be the current national champion, the 1NZ of Osborne, takes the win from the 21 and the 7 car of Emerson in third. Former national champion Steve Flynn in that Dayglow yellow 5 car sets the pace as they take the green flag for Group 2, heat number 1. Dean Waddell in the 81 car. The Grocer from Tauranga makes the pass. He's in 2nd place up front. The Napier man Steve Flynn, his brother Grant Flynn, they race all over the country. The Price Engineering car doing a great job as he leads another 2 times national champion, the 81 car of Dean Waddell in that Phantom chassis. Paddy North out of Blenheim sitting in 3rd place in the 46 car. As Steve Flynn throws it in, it's only got a baby engine in that car there. He's running against the big horsepower of the Waddell machine behind him. Flynn just touching the concrete there. It's the fastest way around the circuit is the pole line, and he knows certainly where to put it there. As you see again, he dived right down low. Bit of a push this time. Doesn't quite open the door though for the 81 car of Waddell to make the pass. Waddell likes to run low as well, so it's going to be a struggle for those 2 there as they come into the back straight. Flynn looking very comfortable up front, just throwing the car sideways, backs it in, and back into turns 1 and 2 they go. This car here built originally as a Gord, updates done by Steve himself. Considered to be a Hypermac copy as such, with the front and rear ends matching the same car that his brother races, the Hypermac of Grant Flynn, who is in group number 3. You can see the 81, he's fallen off the battle for first position at the moment, Dean Riddell. But Steve Flynn, he knows his way around this track with the Burger King Pro Dirt Series. They race all over the country, and this is one place they certainly call home. Flynn, you see there's daylight between him and Waddell, and looks like there's a slight battle further back between Paddy North for third position. Track looking fantastic at the moment. It's never easy on a two-day race meeting. We see a great first up track, but tomorrow night we'll certainly expect to see a little bit of dust as you see that exactly happen off the rear tyres. Nice wide shot as he comes into 3 and 4. There can't be too far to go for our former champion, Steve Flynn, coming down under to chalk up another lap. Still daylight between second place and third place. Wow, where is he? I don't even think they joined the race today. Flynn, he's certainly had it all his way. Comes down the front straight. White flag, 1 lap to go. Steve Flynn out of Hawke's Bay. He's got Waddell behind him by a country mile. Comes down to take his last trip around turns 3 and 4. Onto the front straight Flynn goes to chalk up race number 1 for group number 2 here at Waikaraka Park International Speedway. Waddell in the 81 car coming home in second place with Paddy North in third. Group 3 action, the 96, the local man Lance Jennings leading the way. He's got Dennis Bolt from Christchurch and the 88 of Dyer on the outside behind him. No one on the outside of row number 2, but they let them go. The green flag drops and we're racing. Ian Burson, I see he's trying to make his way through already with Jennings leading the way, making his car extremely wide as he comes out of 2 onto the back straight. Jennings into 3 and 4, he's got Dyer behind him, and spinner Shane Carey in the 12 car, sitting on the inside of turns 3 and 4. Hasn't brought on a yellow flag at the moment, so it's still racing up front with the 96 of Jennings leading the way. Looks like we got the outside pass of the 6 car. Here comes the yellow. Carey managing to drive onto the track. All right, restart time. The 96 of Jennings leading the way. Carey off the back. Indian file as they come through and take the green flag again to carry on racing. Recommencement in group number 3, heat 1 tonight. 88 of Dyer on the loud pedal. He's got the 6 car of Dennis Bolt. Going to try that inside line as they come into 3 and 4 on the outside. 5th place at the moment, though, the 21 car of Ian Burson. Burson hasn't won the New Zealand Champs before. Will this be his year? Russell Donovan in the 71 car, currently sitting 4th. Likes to run that low line. Car very, very taily up the front, though. The 96 car, Jennings. Leading the way from the 88 Pro X chassis of Gavin Dyer. Dyer backs it in early, tries to triangle up the corner and come on the inside. Washes up though, trying the outside line. Can he make it around the outside of Jennings? Jennings, this is his home track. He knows it better than anyone else out here on track tonight. Jennings just chalking up another lap as they come through turns number 1 and 2. The 88 of Dyer, he's been trying that outside line. You can see it's dry out there underfoot. When we see the sun go down, of course, we'll see the moisture come back, and that's going to allow that grip to come back. We're going to see a faster track. But at the moment, it's all Jennings in the 96 car. The 88, he's still trying that outside line. He's got to be careful, though. If he doesn't come back down a little bit sooner, Bolt is just going to seize position. Almost looked like there was contact there with the 6 car. Big wide shot showing most of the field coming through. Interested to see what's going to happen with the 21 car out of Nelson, Ian Burson. Burson is a great driver. He's used to taking on these North Islanders, currently sitting in about 5th position. But no one's going to touch the 96 car, Lance Jennings. He's doing a great job up front with the 88, still trying. You just watch him as he comes up, washes up high, tries to come down low, but Jennings running that mid-track can't get through, making his car as wide as possible. So here comes our leader. It's still side by side, still at least a couple of laps to go. And you watched at that point there, the 88 car of Dyer having to take a double grab at that corner as he came in there. I think the 96 just slowing him up a little bit. But of course, when you're the leader, you get to determine where you are out on the racetrack. Still side by side, it's the closest he's got this time as the 88. He's trying the outside line. I think he's going to lose momentum as he comes down the straight. He's got his foot in there, and Jennings just pushes up a little bit higher and says, nah, the position's mine at the moment. You see a slight push out of the 96 as the car sledges forward. Checkered flag though. Lance Jennings comes through for the win. The 88 of Dyer in second place with Dennis Bolton third. Donovan in fourth place with Burson coming back in fifth. Ex-Superstock driver 492i Campbell McManaway in the red Waka Motorsports Hypermac chassis. Leading the pack around the outside, setting the pace. Mark Fluffy Grocott in the 73 car. On the inside, they've let them loose. Matt Smith working the highline in the big block. But here comes the 24 Clarkson Kerrs car of Ben Harding. Kristen Vermeulen in the 12M Crockford Real Estate's Hypermax sitting in fourth place. The 46 car, Matt Smith trying to make it 3 wide, backs it in early. Coming out of turn number 2, hard on the gas of the big block. He's got Campbell McManaway in his sights, but Mark Fluffy Grocott on the inside. He's not going to throw the position, and no, sure enough, he isn't. Pushing the rear end of that car wide and sending the 46 of Smith further back. The Clarkson Kerrs car trying to make the inside pass as they go 3 wide down the back straight. Grocock's managed to come through for the pass to take the lead. McManaway still sitting in second place in the 492 car. The Can-Do Fishing car, it's his first season of Super Saloon car racing in New Zealand. Bay Park's Matt Smith in the 46 car in third position at the moment. He's trying the outside pass on the 492 of McManaway. McManaway just dropping back a bit. Fluffy Grocott up front, managing to pull about an 8 car length gap at the moment. As hard on the gas goes Smith, working the outside line, just scraping the concrete as he comes into 3 and 4. The Clarkson Kerrs car, the Harding Motorsport car built by Ben Harding himself, working the inside line. Up the front though, it's all Grocott, bit of smoke out of the 46 in third place. Back to the 24 car. Oh, definitely made contact. This time was the black 46 car of Matt Smith. Kristen Vermeulen in the 12M car, mashing the gas as she chases down the car in front of her. Terry Corrin looks like he's making his way up as well. And he's made the inside pass, he's pulled himself up into third place. He's got Matt Smith behind him with Harding behind them. Vermeulen doing a great job but can't make the pass. But up the front it's the 73 car of Grocott. Then we go back to the 492i of McManaway. Watch the action on track between these two. Matt Smith just throwing that thing around like a sprint car. Grocott, he's been the man to watch from the South Island. I certainly think we're going to see great things to come for this man in years to follow. As our leader comes around, he's been given the white flag. We're on the final lap of the race. Ten car length gap, so no one's going to be touching Mark Fluffy Grocott, but the battle is further back. The Clarkson Kerrs machine trying to make his way through the 46 of Matt Smith, but it's not going to happen as a checkered flag waves down for the 73 car Mark Fluffy Grocott in the Brown and Science car. Brent Emerson, he came third in race number 1. He's currently on pole position with the 41 car of Strong out of Hawke's Bay on the outside of him as they trundle around turns 3 and 4, ready to take the green flag as they hit the front straight. In the box they go. Strong, great start. Emerson, he's just dropped back in the third place. Nigel Moe in the 63. Emerson inside line, and watch the tail end of that car just snap on him. Further back, our 1NZ, he was the race winner in the first one. Can't make it go through. He's just pushed inside as the 21. He finished second in the last race. Donald Gregory got problems. Back up the front though, it's Emerson, and you just see him throwing the car out wide. The 41 car of Graham Strong getting pushed back. Contact further back in the grid between a 1NZ and the 891 of Josh Bolton. Osborne trying to get around the outside, changes quickly to the inside line. Emerson, he's in charge up the front. You can see Strong in about fourth position, hiking up that left front tyre. Contact further back in the grid as we watch the 1NZ making his way through traffic. He's managed to spit out a couple of them, 2 or 3 cars, as he starts to head towards the front, sitting in 5th place at the moment. We've got the battle at the moment. It's the 7 car versus the 43 of John Roberts. Again, the 1NZ, you see him just working that high line. He has got no problem getting around the outside. He won the first one. He started off the back in this one here. He's got Johnny Roberts in the 43 car, another Hypermac chassis. It looks like the 1NZ is going to go straight around the outside. He's got a 2-time New Zealand champion, Emerson, up front at the moment as they come into Town Bend. So it's national champion versus former national champion Emerson leading the way, but what can Osborne do? It doesn't look like it's going to be a struggle as he throws the car right around the outside as they come into Cemetery Turn. Watch that car bobbling around on those beautiful shocks he's running and just throws it into turns number 3 and 4. He's already pulled a 2-car length gap on a 2-time champion in Emerson. Osborne, looks like it is his championship to throw away as he races down, pulling even more distance on the car behind him. Emerson, he's now stuck in a scrap with him and Johnny Roberts out of Bay Park, the teammates when they're racing out of that circuit there, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a struggle at all for the 1NZ Hypermac chassis. The SADT car is flying out there on the dirt tonight as he makes his way down Town Bend onto the front straight again. It can't be too far to go in this race. He already came off the win in the first race as we see the stricken 21W HRC chassis sitting on the infield on turn number 1 and 2, so not a great night for Donald Gregory. As our leader, the champion, the 1NZ car, comes through onto the front straight. It's the white flag lap, 1 to go for Osborne. There is daylight between him and Emerson in second place. Johnny Roberts battling there for third place. But as he comes through turns 3 and 4 onto the front straight, he's going to make it 2 from 2 tonight. Our current national champion, Osborne, 2 wins from 2 for the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champs. Race number 2, group number 2, Max Andressen in the 58 car leading the way. He's got Gavin Hill out of Canterbury on the inside. Slow start as they set the field alight. Into the box they go. Andressen leads the way. Hill straight up onto the top shelf. Straight around the outside. Contact further back between Flynn and Andressen. Green lights are still going as the 53 car of Hutchins comes through to take second position. The 5 car, contact with the 8 car of Cardwell. Craig Cardwell racing the 63 of Nige Moe spare car this weekend as he enters the championship. Hill up front, great job. He's got the man who came first in the first race leading the way, but the 81 car of Dean Waddell just sliding down the inside of Cardwell, pushes him out wide. He's got the 53 car of Hutchins in front of him at the moment. As you see, they come up into shot. Hutchins just hiking that left front tyre up. As we go to the battle for the front, no, we don't. We are still hanging out with the Waddell car, the 81 Phantom chassis. Built out of Tauranga by Brian Fraser Engineering. Battle for the front. It's a 3-way battle. Make that 4. I can see a piece of fiberglass flying off the 81 Phantom chassis as you see it flapping around on that above the right front tyre. It's just a bit of fiberglass. I'm sure it's not going to play into his race. As here comes the Flynn car, the 5 car of Steve Flynn. He's going to try and make that outside pass on Gavin Hill. First time, I think, for Gavin Hill here at Waikaraka Park International Speedway as they take on the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Championships this weekend. The 81 of Waddell, the grocer from Tauranga, looking very racy in 4th place. Steve Flynn, he did so well on the first. Can he make it 2 from 2? Waddell again, he's on his club mate, the 53 of Hutchins. Hutchins in a car built by himself. And here comes Hutchins. He's going to sniff his nose down the inside and see if he can spit it back out in front of the 5 car. It's all about momentum. The 5 car certainly carrying it that time there. So Hutchins working that low line as we stay with the 81 Phantom chassis of Dean Waddell. Hutchins, can he make it stick? This time inside line, he's loving it down on turn number 1 and 2. Flynn, he's a wily veteran of Super Saloon car racing. He certainly won't be making it easy for the 53 to take that pass. Staying again with the 81 Phantom chassis. The 53, looks like he had to lead that race, that lap just been. I think we've got a slower car holding them up with the 48 of Hill. Flynn certainly working that outside line. It goes 3 wide as they come in. White flag, 1 lap to go. Flynn, he's been running second the entire race. Makes the pass when it matters with 1 lap to go into turns 3 and 4. That flapping front bonnet of the Waddell car is certainly not going to play an issue tonight, but it's going to be Flynn in the Napier Collision Repairs car taking the win. I don't know if it was the 53 for second, as he just takes the inside pass on the 48 of Hill. 81 car of Dean Waddell come home in 4th position. Great battle up front. What a race. So it's clearly these drivers struggling a little bit with these conditions, not even realising the race is over. Back out on track with group number 3, race number 2 tonight. Donovan in the 71 car. Pole position with Cody Harder in the 46 outside him. Watch out for the 3 NZ car of Ian Burson. As they let them loose, Harder in the 46, the Alf-sponsored car, throws it into turns 1 and 2. But hiking up that left front tyre, the 71 just barges his way through. Donovan, he's on fire at the moment. Bit of a push for the 6 car of Dennis Bolt further back in the group, but here comes Burson. Burson on Harder. That's Burson's old car on the outside, the 46. Cody Harder, who came out of sprint cars, he's used to pedaling the 800 horsepower monsters, but he gets moved out of the way as they come down the back straight. So Burson, he's now got the leader in front of him, the 71 car of Donovan. Ian Burson out of Nelson. They throw it in. You can see the weird type of driving style of that chassis, the 71 car. It's a very American style with a walking diff. Donovan hiking that left front tyre right up in the sky. What's Burson got for him though as they come down? These cars are fast tonight. Burson throws it in. He's moving up to try that high line. He's working it as they come down the back straight. Bit taily for the 46 car in 3rd place at the moment. He's getting challenged as well. It looks like it's Jennings behind him. Up the front though, the 71 car, he's all over the track, extremely wide as Burson jumps on the tail end, working the high line, trying to make it stick around the outside. Opening the door though, here comes Harder trying that inside line. It's the old car versus a new car for the Burson camp at the moment. Ian Burson in the in-house 3NZ. As he works around the outside, small amount of contact, you better be careful, he's going to kiss that concrete wall. Donovan absolutely committing himself to the turn. That car there has to be driven hard for it to work, and you see that's exactly what he's doing. But here comes Ian Burson. Lifts up that left front tyre. Anything you can do, I can do better. Makes the pass into turns 3 and 4. Bit of smoke out of the 46 car of Harder, but up the front it's Ian Burson. The in-house 3NZ. As the lights come on around the stadium. And it's certainly lights on for that man there. So at the moment the battle's for second place between Donovan and the smoking Harder in the 46 car. Ian Burson, he's done everything he can. The only thing he hasn't done is win a national championship. Is this going to be his weekend? He's now got 10 car lengths on second place, who's now getting challenged by Harder in the 46. Listen to that car rumble as he comes out of 2. It's the white flag lap. He's got half a lap now to go around the oval. Into turns 3, Ian Burson in the in-house 3NZ Hypermac down the front straight to win heat number 2 for the group number 3 tonight for the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Championship qualifiers. Straight into race action we go as Paul Carter in the 33 car leads the field away with the Caddyshack Racing Steve Williams on the inside. Following the Clarkson Kerrs machine halfway through the field with the 73, a previous race winner Mark Fluffy Grocock. Elliott in the 27 car, contact between 2-3 drivers. The 46 of Matt Smith also getting involved in that one there. Carter still up front leading the way. A few sparks out of the back of the 24 car. Looks like they were hooked up with the 73 of Grocock. Side by side they go into turn 3 and 4. Nice switch from the 73, moving to the inside. We've got Elliott in the 27, just ahead of this battle. As Grocock tries the outside line. You see that tyre roll on the right rear tyre of that Clarkson Kerrs machine. Still up the front, we've got Carter leading for Terry Corrin in the 41 car. Great battle this one here as Williams just get pushed out wide. Drops back 2 or 3 positions, allowing these two to come through. 2, 3, 4 more cars behind. Grocock really driving that outside line though. The 24 car, he knows his way around this track. He's an Auckland local, but today he's certainly been tucked up in a battle with Grokop. As Harding throws it in, but that inside line is not going to carry the same sort of momentum as it will with the outside line that the 73 car is currently running. It's north versus south, and currently the south's winning, but right at the front we've still got that battle. We can't see it in shot at the moment between the 33 car of Carter leading the 41 of Terry Corrin. Here comes Matt Smith rumbling from behind. That 46 big block machine out of Tauranga, lives in Thames, throwing it right around the outside. Be careful, Matt Smith, we don't want you to hit the concrete. Smith coming off the back end of a huge crash at Bay Park a couple of seasons ago, making the outside pass around the 24 car of Harding. That's something we're not used to seeing. Harding still trying to fight back, isn't prepared to let the position go. Smith, he's going to jump on the back end battle for the 73 car of Grokop. If I was, looked like he was going to make contact again with the concrete. White flag lap this time. This time he does. Matt Smith kissing the concrete as they come into turns 3 and 4. The 33 car of Carter looks like he's just been turned around. Yes, he does, but our winner will be the 41 car of Terry Corrin, going back to Grant Flynn in the 6 car. Group 1, race number 3, the final race for this group tonight. The inside will see Josh Bolton. The outside line, we see Mike Pegler in the 36 car with Willie Woodhouse in the 71. Both of them out of Canterbury, and Bolton taking the opportunity to squeeze their way through to the inside. Contact further back between the 7 car, looks like he narrowly missed it, but here comes our 1NZ Mark Osborne, threading the needle between the 36 car of Pegler. Round the outside he goes with the 7 car up front. It's the battle between Woodhouse and Bolton. Looks like Nige Moe in the 63 car is quite keen to jump on the back end of that battle there. Our 1NZ inside pass, can he make it stick with the 41 car of Graham Strong out of the Hawke's Bay? Has not struggled all night to put his car wherever he's wanted it to go. Up the front in the LRC Love Lady race car chassis, the 891 car of Bolton. Further back grid though, we've got the 1NZ. He makes a pass on the 66 car of Marsh. Emerson in the 7 car trying to make the pass as well, pushing right out wide. Bolton still leading the way up front with Willie Woodhouse in 2nd position. Our 1NZ has been on fire all night. He's got the 21 car. Out of Wellington, Donald Gregory to make the pass on this time. Our leader just chalking up the laps. He's got no struggle up front. He's certainly not getting challenged at the moment from behind by Woodhouse in the 71. All eyes though are on the 1NZ car. He's won 2 from 2. Can he make it 3 from 3? Still struggling to get through the former champion. Back to the front, the 891 car. Bolton is led for every lap of the race. Coming into Town Bend, turn 3 and 4. The scrap's still between the 21 car and the 1NZ. Can Osborne make his way through? He's trying the inside line this time here. This time slipping to the outside. Up the front though, the 891 car of Bolton leading the way. He's led every lap of the race. Looks like Woodhouse further back was getting challenged by the 63 car, but our scrap on screen, it's still between the current national champion, the 21W of Donald Gregory. I thought he'd open the door. Back to our leader, the 891. It doesn't look like there's any chance he's not going to win this race tonight as he comes into 3 and 4, but there goes the opportunity. He just sees it, the 1NZ of Mark Osborne right around the outside of Donald Gregory in the 21 car. Only a handful of laps to go as our leader Bolton in the 891 car leading the way. He's got Woodhouse so far behind him. I don't think he's going to play a part in it. The 63 of Nige Moe still battling for 2nd. There's the champion. He's absolutely raced his buttocks off tonight, but here comes the white flag for our 891 car out of the South Island. Josh Bolton, new paint scheme for the weekend. There goes our 1NZ. He's sitting in 4th position. I don't think he's going to make a stick for 3rd as he tries the inside line on the 63 car. Our leader, though, is going to be the 891 of Bolton. Woodhouse coming in 2nd place from Nige Moe in 3rd. What a drive, though, for the man on screen, the 1NZ of Mark Osborne. Group 2, race number 3, 2NZ of Richie Taylor on the outside, setting the pace. Off we go, green flag, we're racing. Taylor straight to the outside. Hutchins working the inside, pass early on by the 5 car of Flynn. Trying the outside on the 46 of Paddy North. Paddy washing up, contact with the 81 car of Waddell. Side by side with the 5 of Flynn out wide. Gavin Hill trying the undertake. Flynn holding his foot on it, keeping the position. Paddy North up in front of him. Paddy trying the low line on the 81 car of Waddell. I see the 8 car just washing out to the wall. That's the 8 of Cardwell. Unfamiliar car for the 8H car, Craig Cardwell Racing Supplies chassis. There's the inside pass now by Steve Flynn. Pushes Cardwell out. Now he's going to jump on the back end of the 46, narrowly cutting the pole line. Paddy North up front. The yellow car, Steve Flynn with Craig Cardwell trying the outside line. Cardwell, he races out of Huntley. He's an Aucklander though. Committing to that outside line, makes heavy contact with a concrete wall. That might see the end of the race for Cardwell. In front of him though, Steve Flynn goes to work. He's got Paddy North out of Blenheim in the 46 car. Paddy just holding that inside line, trying to make the pass on the black and green car of Dean Waddell, the 81M. Small contact there, that's not going to cause any problems. Cardwell, he had that contact earlier on. You can see a little bit of a smoke trail coming out at the back there, but he's committing to the race. As we see him just get involved with a light touch there. Still smoke out of that 8 car. Paddy North, he's working his way up. Cardwell though, where's he come from? Still hugging the outside line. Paddy North, there's 4 cars in shot at the moment. In front of them though, it's going to be the 53 car of Mark Hutchins. Paddy North trying the outside now, coming out of the Cemetery Bend. Great battle on track here for the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champs. Waddell holding position, 3 wide as they come down the straight. The 53 car of Hutchins, he's still a way away. The 5 car trying the inside line as they come out of Cemetery. Waddell, he's taking the high line, he's working the top shelf. The 5 just pushing the rear out, clearing the path for him to come through. He's going to be on the tail end of the 53. White flag out, they've got 1 lap to go. Richie Taylor half a lap in front, no one's going to touch him. Can the 5 car of Steve Flynn come underneath the 53? Out of Waihi, Mark Hutchins. Hutchins keeps his foot on it. Taylor comes through, crosses for the win, but it's going to be Hutchins in the 53 going back to Flynn for the 3rd position. A couple of mainlanders on the front row for Heat 3, Group 3 tonight. Carey setting the pace, Bolton on the inside. Vacant in row number 2 on the inside, Dyer on the outside. The green flag drops, we're out there racing. Bolton, good start for him. Bit of a push for the 12 car. We've seen that he hasn't had the greatest nights in this group. Here comes the Dyer in the 88 car. Threads the needle, comes down the inside, and now he's on the back end of the Bolton car now. Out of Christchurch, the 881. So it's Bolton versus Dyer up front. Couple of sparks, but that's nothing to be concerned with for that car there. It's just part of the braking system the Bolton team run. Dyer in that Pro X chassis. When we're talking about Dyer, what about Ian Burson? He's already made his way up, and he'll be in 3rd position. I'd say this lap. Oh, the 88 car Dyer tried to go around the outside, looked like he was going to lunch the concrete, managed to somehow hold on to it. As our leaders 1 and 2 come into 3 and 4 on the front straight, but here comes Ian Burson, the in-house 3NZ, round the outside they go. I'm starting to think that maybe this little sparking issue maybe is an issue for the Bolton car up front. Certainly looks a little bit slower than the Pro X chassis behind him. Holding that middle line, here comes the yellow Russell Donovan in the 71 car. Turns himself around on turns 1 and 2. As we come through for the restart, the 881 leads the way. Dyer goes straight out onto the passing lane. It looked like the 46 car of Cody Harder was keen to go to the infield. Oh, wipes off the front nose of the 881, goes Dyer as he makes the pass, throwing himself into turns 3 and 4. Pushing out wide, we see the 3NZ car, who's also trying to make his way through Bolton, up in the 881, currently in second position. Russell Dyer, he's the farmer out of Tauranga, driving the Pro X chassis built by Steve Muir in Tauranga. As we hear those cars rumble, the sound's incredible. 800 horsepower apiece for these cars. Dyer pedaling the car, throwing it right into turns 3 and 4. Massive drive off that right rear tyre as they enter 1 and 2. You just see him pick up that left front tyre there. The car's hooked up. Just watching the battle for second place at the moment between the 3NZ of Burson. I really would have expected him to have made the pass by now. Running out of laps, it's going to be interesting to see if he can do it by the end of the race. But the 88, he's certainly having no problems up front. Dyer, Gavin Dyer. He's got a 5 or 6 car length gap on second place at the moment. The race has certainly been all his, leading from basically start to finish. Bolton still in second place with Burson behind. Here comes the white flag, one more lap around the oval. Gavin Dyer in the Pro X chassis heads down with half a lap to go into turns 3 and 4. Comes onto the front straight. It's going to be the 88 out of Tauranga, Gavin Dyer, who takes the race win. Bolton in second place. Ian Burson coming home in third with Cody Harder in fourth position. The only lady of the field, the 12M Crockwood Real Estate's Hypermac driver, Kristen Vermeulen, sets the pace. She's got the 6 car of Grant Flynn on the inside. Flynn hard on the gas as they let the field loose. Green flag, we're racing this time. Vermeulen pushing out wide. Matt Smith trying the inside line. We're going 3 wide. The 27 car of Elliott. But here comes the, Smith all over the track as he throws it sideways. Manages to hold on to it with the 24 of Clarkson. Kerr's car of Harding managing to come through. It's going to be Harding trying the outside pass on Vermeulen. Vermeulen holding her foot hard on the gas. Harding having to work overtime around that outside. Here comes Smith though. Smith, spectacular all night. He's been the spark machine, hitting the concrete in the previous heat for this group. As he almost does it again. So up the front we've got the 6 car. Grant Flynn. Out in Napier we've got the Christchurch's 27 Elliott car in second place. There comes the battle between these two drivers. They know each other well. The 24 Clarkson Kerr's car. Ben Harding trying to work that outside to take position on Kristen Vermeulen in the 12. There they go side by side. Oh, there's contact. Vermeulen, heavy impact with the concrete wall. All right, let's see the replay of this one. Vermeulen on the inside. We've got the contact there between her and the 24. And as she comes up, hits the concrete, lifts the car 1.5 meters off the ground, shortening it right up. That's going to be Vermeulen's night over. Restart with a 6 car of Grant Flynn leading the way. Indian file, that's one behind each other. As he comes into 3 and 4 along the front straight, captures a green flag. Elliott in second place with the 24 of Harding behind. The 6 car of Grant Flynn, former 2NZ. Back to the 24 of Ben Harding. He's been Auckland's man to watch this season. We're certainly expecting big things from him from this championship here as 27 of Elliott throws it around the outside. Grant Flynn, I think, getting caught a little bit off guard. Again, working the high line to try and make the pass. Flynn isn't going to allow that to happen this time. What can Harding do on the inside? Matt Smith still mashing the gas, pumping it hard as he throws that big whale of a car around. Flynn drives with a wise head. He's going to certainly know who was behind him. So, contact that way, that time there with the 27 of Elliott. As we see Terry Corrin making the inside pass. Huge contact there. Corrin in the 41 car gets thrown around. Made it look like it was contact with a 46. All right, let's watch this replay. So we see the 24 car up the front. We've got the 41 of Corrin, and as you see, the left front tyre picks up on the 46 car of Matt Smith, making contact coming down on the 41 car of Terry Corrin, turning both cars around. So I'm guessing it's Matt Smith who's at fault. We'll see what Speedway New Zealand has to say about that one there, but lucky both cars didn't roll upside down. Big crash. Corrin sitting in 4th place, slotted back into position as they restart the race. Grant Flynn in the 6th car throws the car into turns 1 and 2. Not far to go in this race here. Elliott in the 27 car was working that top line. We go back to the 24 of Ben Harding. The 41 car looking strong after that incident with Matt Smith earlier in the race. Flynn only 2 laps to go this time. Still running that centre line. Going to be a struggle for the 27 car to make his way around. Harding, he's coming to 3. Down low into 4. Can he get the slingshot and dive down the inside? Doesn't work this lap. Grant Flynn heading down the back straight into turns 3 and 4. Harding's going to make the same move again. Contact with the car up in front. Harding down the inside line. Who's it going to be as they get the checkered flag? Grant Flynn, Elliott, and Harding for 3rd. Cars gridded up for Reparcharge number 1 here at Waikaraka Park International Speedway. Terry Corrin out of Mount Mauganui's Bay Park Speedway versus the 46 car of Paddy North out of Blenheim. The first 2 cars going through into tonight's finals of the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Championship. 41 doing a great job. He's just got to finish in that point, as does the 46 car. But Nige Moe is in the 63, and that is the position that needs to make the pass right now. Matt Smith doing what he's done all weekend, trying the high line. It hasn't worked now. I'm not sure why he thinks it's going to happen now. The 41 car, big push, almost losing position to the 46 car of North. So these 2 cars up front, if they finish this race in 1st and 2nd position, they're the people that are going to be going through to the championship finals. The 63 car, he's the man to watch. That's Nige Moe in the Valvoline car. Can Nige make his way through and make that pass on the 46 car? At the moment, the race is all about the Pro X 41 car of Corrin, the 46 car of Paddy North, the Lovelady Race Cars chassis. Listening to the sound of the 800 horsepower mighty beasts as they throw the cars into turns 3 and 4. It looks like the first 2 are pretty happy where they are. They don't run mirrors in this class, but if they did, I'm sure Paddy North would be staring right in that mirror to see what can the car in 3rd place do. The top 4 breaking away from the rest of the field. Nige Moe, he's had a great season to start, but is his season going to be cut short, not making the championship finals? Paddy North, he's been racing for many, many years, and he knows how to make that car ultra wide. You see the track certainly started to dust off. They've had a full night's racing last night. They're back into it tonight. We're going to see one more Reparcharge after this one here, and then we're going to be straight into the 3 heat finals. The coroner, Terry Corrin, the Tauranga Commercial Laundries Pro X 41 car, chalks up another lap. The first 2 certainly breaking away from the rest. Can Paddy North take the pass? It's not going to make a difference if either of these 2 cars finish 1st and 2nd. They'll both be going into the championship finals when they're going to draw marbles to decide their grid positions. But North, he's looking super racy out here on track tonight. Paddy North in the 46 car. Looks like he's happy with the position he's in. Just mirroring every move from Corrin up in front. Both of these two look like they're going to be taking position. Corrin again back down the front straight. And you can see that time there, Paddy, he could have put his nose down the inside to try and take position, but he sat back. Contact between these two would spell near disaster, offering position to the last two cars, the cars behind them. As the checkered flag comes through, it's going to be Terry Corrin and Paddy North going through into our championship finals. Reparcharge number 2 time on the outside of the front row, the 6 car, Dennis Bolt, the 48 of Gavin Hill on the inside. As they set them loose, the 6 car, Dennis Bolt, straight into the lead. Campbell McManaway, it's his first season, he's sitting in the 3rd position. Can he make his way through the 48 car and make the pass to, as the 48 closes the door down, the 6 car just pulling away from the field. McManaway just came out of shot, looked like he was trying the inside line. That big horsepower Cornet Ford under the bonnet of the 492 Hypermac car. Dennis Bolt out of Christchurch. There's a challenge for 2nd position. The 48 of Hill. And you see in the shot just then, trying the inside line, Campbell McManaway. Dennis Bolt just driving away from the opposition. The 43 of Johnny Roberts. Trying to get on the tail end on that scrap for 2nd. The first 2 going through. Campbell McManaway, can he do it? The Riverlands Hypermac of Dennis Bolt. New car for Dennis. Certainly getting his head around the driving characteristics of that car. Down the front straight again to chalk up another lap. Alright, it's a 3-way battle for 2nd place. Remember, the person in 2nd place is going through into our championship final, to the 3-heat championship final later on tonight. Bolt, daylight between him and the rest of the field. McManaway pushes wide. Johnny Roberts trying that inside line. 492 looked like he got momentum to come through on the outside. Great driving though by the 48. It's still a 3-way battle as Bolt drives away, almost glancing the wall as he came down the back straight. The 48 of Gavin Hill. Still doing a great job. As you can see, our leader just getting higher and higher up the racetrack, getting a little bit more drive out of that loose stuff. You see the darker material. But Bolt on his way to victory. Great drive this time by McManaway. It looks like he's going to try down the inside. Position change, not this time. The 43 car jumping on the tail end of that battle as well. So who's it going to be? We know Dennis Bolt is on his way to win this thing here, but can Gavin Hill hold off the late charge by the 492 car? Bolt again, another lap chalked down. It's just a case of time for this man. Three-way battle for 2nd position. That's the position that it's all about. Gavin Hill, he's still holding that crucial position. Dennis Bolt coming through. 1 lap to go this time for Bolt. The Riverland 6C Hypermac chassis into 3 and 4. Mike Pegler in front, won't be an issue. Comes through to take the checkered flag. Who's it going to be as they drag race down the front straight? Gavin Hill takes the next position. Heat number 1 of the New Zealand Super Saloon cars, and we are go. It's a drag race between the 81 of Waddell and Corrin. Waddell washes up, Corrin straight down to the inside, makes the pass and grabs back the lead again. Huge battle behind our leaders at the moment. Gavin Dyer, Cody Harder, the 6 car of Dennis Bolt, but up the front, the 41 car. Terry Corrin, the Tauranga Commercial Laundries Pro X. setting down a great pace for heat number 1 of the Super Saloon New Zealand Championships. On board with the 53 car of Hutchins, as he has the 3NZ of Ian Burson make his way around the outside. Inside pass, the 46 of Cody Harder getting washed out as the 2 car, Richie Taylor, makes his way through. Contact further back with Burson in the 53 car of Hutchins. As we ride on board with Hutchins. Oh, the 48 car of Gavin Hill goes around on the inside of turn 1 and 2. Surely that's going to pull on the yellow flag and go back to caution. The 1NZ slicing his way through Harder. Inside line. Still leading away up the front. The 41 car of Corrin. Dean Waddell, a 2-time New Zealand champion, following him. There comes our national champion. Can he make it 2 in a row? Contact further back. Gavin Dyer, one of our Cantabrian visitors, back on board with the 53. Makes his way around Harder, and you can see Harder's got a problem. He's pushed back, allowing a few other cars to come through. There's still status quo up the front as the 41 of Corrin making his way through 1 and 2. Great fight further back in the grid. Lance Jennings, drag race with the 46 of Paddy North. Paddy electing to stay up high. Oh, up high with a 73 car of Grocock. We're riding on board with him now. He's just thrown away 2 positions to the current national champion and the 46 of North. Waddell is still a car length or so further back from the current leader, the 41, Terry Corrin. Corrin doing a great job up front. The dust starting to pick up. We expect the dusty conditions to turn that track slick further on in the night. Grocock, he was just on the tail end of the 1 car, Osborne. But here comes Corrin. He's going to have 20 points in the bag if he comes home with the lead on this one here. Osborne making his way through the grid very, very well. Oh, there goes the 48 car, stopped again on the inside of turn number 2. Surely that's going to bring on the yellows. Sure enough it does. As the track goes yellow, we've gone back to caution. As the cars line up to restart this race, the 41 of Corrin leads the way. From the 81 is clubmate Waddell, the 88 of Dyer in 3rd place. Green flag drops, we're back out racing again. Dyer straight up to the top shelf, but up the front, it's the 41 car, the coroner, Terry Corrin, leading the way in that Pro X chassis. The Phantom driver, Dean Waddell, in 2nd place. It's bunched up the entire grid. Riding on board with Hutchins, we see the inside pass. No, doesn't make it stick between the Flynn car and Josh Bolton, but up the front, challenge for 2nd place, Dyer versus Waddell. Riding on board with Ben Harding, he's got a mirror full of the 27 car, makes the inside pass on the 46 of Harder. Fantastic shots out of the back end of the 24A car of Ben Harding. Oh, he's just made contact with the wall. Is he going to wash up and let one of the other cars come through? Here comes Richie Taylor making the outside line. He's jumping onto the tail end of this battle up front. Taylor, he's struggling. He's pushed back, allowing a couple of cars through. The 71 of Woodhouse, the 6 car of Bolt, both been rewarded by the incident with the 2NZ car. Corrin, at least 10 car lengths now in front of Waddell as we ride back on board with the 24. Slight contact there. Emerson trying to make the outside line work as he makes his way around the 27 car. Up front, it's certainly still Corrin. Great scraps further back in the grid. Oh, we've got a spinner. Dyer out of 4th place, makes contact with a 2 car. We'll want to see a replay of this one. And here it is, Dyer throws the car around the 88 car. Richie Taylor, heavy contact with that, surely putting him out of heat number 1. The Brown and Son 73 of Grocock is well involved in that one there. On board with Richie Taylor, as you see, nowhere to go. The steering wheel ripped out of his hands before he comes to rest on the concrete wall. All right, back to the restart. Terry Corrin leads the way again. Lots of action in this heat of the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champs here at Waikaraka Park International Speedway in Auckland. Problem straight away, the 71 car of Woodhouse. Contact with Bolt, sending 3 more cars into the wall. Jennings, the 46 of Paddy North, as well as Ian Burson, both stuck into that one as well. As we check that, I should have found a sponsor replay. The 71 car just throws it in too deep, gets washed out to the wall. Contact first with the 6 car of Dennis Bolt before contact again with the 96 Jennings, etc. So those guys probably lucky to get out. Let's see what it looked like from the cockpit of the 1NZ. As you see, just narrowly avoids it going down the inside line. But look, straight back into racing we go. As we watch our leader, the 41, Terry Corrin, leading again the 81 of Dean Waddell. The war of attrition behind them has certainly paid off for the 6 car, Dennis Bolt. He's had 2 people drop out. Here comes our 1NZ. He's got Paddy North in front of him. And it's the white flag lap, 1 lap to go. North, he looks like he's got it over the 1NZ. Cutting back to our leaders though. The 41, the 81, the 6 of Dennis Bolt. But here comes Terry Corrin to take heat number 1 from Waddell, Bolt, Jennings, North, Osborne, and Mark Grocock. So fantastic effort first up for the 41 car of Terry Corrin from Tauranga. All right, Terry Corrin, you've just come through, banked the points for the win, first heat. You've got to be excited about that.
Oh, it's points in the bank, eh? That's what these championships are all about.
You said you've run out of gas. You've had to borrow it. You've run out of tyres. I see everyone's racing around. You're trying to get it ready for heat 2.
Yeah, no, there's a few boys running around trying to get some tyres at the moment. So yeah, hopefully we get them.
As the 96 of Jennings on the inside of row number 1 for heat number 2 of the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champs. He's got the 53 of Hutchins on the outside, but a great start for the local hero, the 96 of Lance Jennings. Hutchins in second place. He's got the 3, the 1NZ behind him. As we see from his in-car view, the drag race between Ian Burson, but round the outside comes the 1NZ Mark Osborne. Contact further back with the 6 car of Flynn, but up the front, the pass for second place. Osborne, he's a man on a mission. Osborne, he's trying the outside line again. He's been doing it all weekend. Can he do it again in the second heat? The 1NZ, we can see the cockpit view as he tries the outside pass on Jennings. Down the back straight we go. The 1NZ, he's in the lead. He got great points banked in the first one. If he can come home in the second one like this, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Ben Harding on the back end of the 81 car of Dean Waddell. But up front, the 1NZ of Mark Osborne, the SADT Hypermac chassis. Ian Burson in the 3NZ also making his way around the 96 of Jennings. Great driving by Osborne, leading away. The Shape and Spray panel beaters, 81. He's got the 24 Clarkson Kerrs car of Ben Harding making his way around as we see him on shot now. Harding, he's grabbed Bolton while he's there, and now he's making his way around the 48 car as well. But up the front, the 1NZ, he's got the 3NZ of Burson behind. It's Hypermac v Hypermac. But one of the men on the move is the 24 car, as you see him spit out the Bolton car behind him. But there goes Burson, the 1NZ of Osborne. Burson, he's got closer this time here. You see the cloud of dust coming off. This track is really starting to slicken up. Gavin Hill in the 48 is holding up the progress of the 24 car of Harding. For Elliott on the back bumper of the 53 in front. But right up front, our 1NZ, our national champion, Mark Osborne. D. Flynn, he couldn't get any closer as he tags the right rear tyre of the 81 of Waddell as they come side by side down the back straight. But up the front, still leading away, Mark Osborne, the 1NZ car. We're back on board the scrap between Dean Waddell and Steve Flynn. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, spinning the Flynn car out. Mark Hutchins in the 53 car is trying to hold off the charging 24 car of Harding. See Harding making his way through, grabs a position, great onboard shot. Ben Harding, he can't do any better than 5th at the moment as he's stuck behind the Elliott car. These two have been battling all race long. The 5 car of Steve Flynn, the 81 of Dean Waddell. A bit of contact, but Rubbing's racing out there, and there won't be any issues between those two. Watch how close these cars get. It's still the 1 and the 3, the South Islanders, the 1 NZ of Osborne, the 3 NZ, but we've got a spinner further back. That's Dean Waddell, he's gone right around on turn number 4. I'm not sure how that's happened. Let's hope we can see something from his in-car camera. So Waddell, he's just come down the straights. I think he's picked some of the loose stuff up on his left rear tyre, and as he's throwing the car in, he's hooked the whole thing right around. So to Waddell, he'll be starting off the back come the restart. The 1 NZ of Osborne leads the way. He's got the 3 car behind him of Ian Burson, the 96 of Lance Jennings. Only a handful of laps to go. Bunches the field up, of course, on the restarts. So a great opportunity for Burson as he ventures out wide, but he's got to be careful he doesn't open the door up for the 96, which he's doing. Jennings straight down the inside. Has he got enough drive, though, to come into the turn number 1 in second place? No, he doesn't. Ian Burson, stays in second place behind the 53 of Hutchins now. The scrap between Hill and one of the Flynn cars. All action all over the racetrack at the moment, but nothing's going to take it away from the man who's leading right now. As the track gets a little bit blacker, we're getting a bit slicker out there. The 1 NZ, Mark Osborne, he's been leading the whole time. Flynn on the back of the 53 of Hutchins. He tried the outside around 81. Looks like he's going to do it. No, just gets held out this time here. Gavin Hill might come down the inside. Big mercy dive. I'm not sure what happened there. Yes, he did get it, but up the front is the 1 NZ of Osborne. We're going back to the 3 car of Burson. Jennings behind him. So Osborne, he's got another couple of circuits around the track in heat number 2 of the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champs. Small amount of contact between the 24 car of Harding. But up the front we go. We come down to the 1 NZ. Takes the checkered flag for the win. Ian Burson following home in second place with Lance Jennings in third. Burst, you just came through in second place, heat 2. Have you got enough to do it?
Oh, I don't know, Steve. I'd like to think I'd have enough to win one, but yeah, going on my first race, I don't think I've done enough then. Yeah, we've still got a 15. Well, we're starting grid 15 this one, so we've got quite a bit of moving to do. So yeah, it'd be interesting. Yeah, if we get a good run, we could be at the pointy end or with another number.
Mark Osborne, heat 2, came through for the win. You've got to be excited.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I had to do that early. You know, the track was only going to be good for a few laps, so I had to make my move while I did, and then just shut shop. So.
Not a lot of hassles. I know you've done a lot of setup changes, etc. coming up into Heat 2. Happy with everything you've done?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that car was heaps better in that race compared to the first one, but we're just about to do one more change for the final.
And talking about finals, here it is. It's the last one of the weekend for the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Championship. Is it going to be Ian Burson? Will it be the 1 NZ of Mark Osborne? In a few laps' time, we're about to find out as they set them loose. The 24 car versus the 46 of Paddy North. We've got a couple of Flynns behind. The green lights are certainly go in this race. It's North versus Harding. Harding spits out in front to complete the first lap. Cars all over the track, further back in the grid. Oh, the 3 NZ of Burson. He's been caught up in that one there. It looked like the 1 NZ as well. Terry Corrin in the 41 also involved in that. He had a chance coming through into the finals of the win. As we see on the replay, Ian Burson, contact. Mark Osborne stuck in there as well, the 1 NZ. But Burson getting thrown, and then the contact with the concrete was the 41 car of Corrin. Whether or not he comes back in, I don't know. But the restart, here we go. The 24 car, the Clarkson Kerrs Harding Motorsports chassis of Ben Harding. Leading the way, Paddy North in the 46 car. He's come up all the way from Glenham for this one, headed this weekend. Second place, and then we've got 2 Flynns. A flapping bonnet though for the 1 NZ. If that bonnet comes off, he's going to be out. Harding, the 24 car of Ben Harding, leading the way. He's a bit lower on points, so he's going to have to hope that he can get through. And watch that bonnet flapping. As I said, if that comes off, he will be disqualified from the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champs. He's the highest on points, the 1NZ of Mark Osborne. Small amount of contact between him and Bolton behind him. But it's the 24 car of Ben Harding up the front. Bit of a push as he comes into turn number 2 onto the back straight. Again, contact between Bolton and the 1NZ, almost taking out the left tyre. You can even see a vibration in the 1NZ of Mark Osborne. He's got a few cars in front of him. Mark Grocock's one of them. Paddy North, he looks like he's slowing down the progress of the 2 Flynn cars behind. And a left rear puncher is it, and contact with the 1NZ. Mark Grocock makes his way to the infield. So the 1NZ, that flapping bonnet, it looks like it's going to stay on there. No one's got anything at the moment for Ben Harding in the 24. He throws it into turns 3 and 4. Paddy North behind him. But I tell you what, the person that we're going to want to watch is the 1NZ of Mark Osborne. Can he hold on? Can that bonnet hold on? If it does, he will be the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champion. We're going back to the 2 Flynn brothers, Steve Flynn in 3rd place, Grant Flynn behind him. There's the 1NZ we talk about. It looks like the bonnet's still on. He's got Dennis Bolt in front of him. No problems at all for the 24. Watch that rear end pick up skyward as he gets the rubber down. Emerson in the 7 car pushing out wide, opens the door for the 6 car of Bolt to come through. Ben Harding, has he got enough in 1st place? The elder statesman, a former champion in Emerson in the 1NZ. Osborne needs to make as many places as he can. The yellow lights are on. Problems for one of the back markers further back in the pack. The 24 car though leads the way on the restart. Green flag drops again. This time a little bit closer for the 2 Flynn brothers as they battle behind Paddy North in the 46 car. I don't think they're going to have enough speed to get on the back end of the Harding car up in front. Oh, we've got another spin of the 53 car sitting on the inside of turns 3 and 4. They keep the green flags going at the moment. This is Harding leading away, Paddy North behind him. One of the Flynn cars stuck right behind him. It looks like the 53 car's been able to move out of the way. But Steve Flynn, he's in 3rd place at the moment, and I think it's a points position. So Paddy North in 2nd place. Steve Flynn, they are certainly 2, 3. We've got 4 people to watch at the moment. We've got the 1NZ. If he continues in the same place he is, he will be the New Zealand champion again. At the moment, I've got the 46 car and the 5, very similar points in 2nd and 3rd. Here's the 1NZ elect at the moment. He's the current champion. Can he do it again? Inside pass? No. Emerson slams the door shut, but pushes out wide. Up the front, it's still all Harding. Ben Harding, the Clarkson Kerrs Harding Motorsports chassis. The 1NZ making the outside pass this time on the 7 of Emerson. Harding, he comes down to chalk up the white flag. It's 1 lap to go. At the moment, I've got the 1NZ going back to back. Mark Osborne should be the New Zealand Super Saloon Car Champion. We've got Ian Burson in the 3NZ. He should be the 2NZ, but as Ben Harding crosses the line for the win, a 3-way for 3NZ between Steve Flynn, Ben Harding and Paddy North. We could see a runoff. I called it right up in my commentary box. The 5 car of Steve Flynn. Outside Steve, the 24 of Ben Harding. The 46 of Paddy North behind. They drag race down the front straight as the green flag drops. It's 4 laps in this run off the 24 car, pushing out wide though. It's opened the door for the 5 car of Steve Flynn. Harding, he's going to challenge him back, throws it in, tries to back the car in, as does Paddy North. Up the front, it's Steve Flynn. He's got 3 more laps to go. Harding, he's hard on the gas, working that inside line. I don't think he's going to make it stick. Flynn, he's just driving away from the car in 2nd place. Paddy North, nothing to show at the moment. is going to be between these two drivers. The 5 car of Steve Flynn, the 24 car, the Clarkson Kerrs Harding Motorsport chassis gets up on the high line. They come down almost side by side. Harding throws it in. Can he make a stick as they come around turns 3 and 4? No, he can't. The 5 car, Steve Flynn, he comes through. White flag. Harding still up the gas. Tries to pump it up. All he's doing is scrubbing off speed. The 3NZ is going to go to the 5 car. Can they make it around turns 3 and 4? Steve Flynn down the front straight. New Zealand Super Saloon Car Championship 3NZ will be his. 4th place will go to Ben Harding with Paddy North coming home 5th.
You can just wrap it up if you want now. Just wrap it up if you want when you're done.
Steve Flynn, congratulations, mate.
Cheers, Steve.
Now, it was a hard weekend for you, mate. You came in, tonight you're a bit sort of concerned about things. You said, Steve, no cameras.
Yeah, sorry about that, mate. It's never gone well for me when I've had one of those on, so I guess I have to stick with that.
Yeah, bugger. I mean, okay. I'll just get cameras in front and behind you. Of course, in front would have to be from the lap cars, the way you've been driving.
Yeah, no, it's all right, mate. We'll whack some on there for the Pro Dirt Series and we'll just get over it.
I guess you don't get a choice on that one there. 3-way runoffs at the end.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. Ben's pretty damn good, and I knew it was going to be just a matter of whoever held it in there the longest into that first corner, and we managed to pull it off. So
the new 2NZ, we've moved up a number. 3NZ to 2NZ, Ian Burson, Nelson, man, you must be very, very happy right now.
Oh, I'm stoked, Steve. Yeah, it was a hard night for us, and same with Mark. We we both. What did we do? Drew grids 13, 14 first race, so we had to move up. Second race, 3 and 4, and then the last race pretty much back to the back.
Not only in this position, Mark Osborne, I'm saying, and we're now talking to the new 1NZ, but we're not doing that. We're talking to the back-to-back 1NZ Super Saloon. You've got to be over the moon.
Oh, mate, stoked as, buddy, stoked. There was a bit of pressure on me this weekend going into it, but sounds like there's a few back-to-back winners now in the 1NZ, so yeah, season of the back-to-back in it.
Hey, good to see. I mean, we've got Penn in the Super Stocks. That's where you came from. Rodney Wood just went back to, well, not back-to-back, but twice again in the sprint cars. You're Super Stock drivers. You've got something going for you, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's definitely helps, I tell you.
Well, I mean, so many people gave you a stick. They said, oh, he hits and he hits and he hits. This weekend, I don't think I saw you hit a car, but I think I saw a whole lot of cars hitting you. What's going through your mind when you've seen something flapping around that was your bonnet, and you're thinking, what's going through your head?
Oh, I was just hoping it wasn't going to come off and then get pulled off the track, but no, lucky enough they left me out there, and just had to stay where I was basically to get the points.
So what now? We hear rumours you might be giving it up for a little while, having a bit of a siesta from racing.
Yeah, going to have a little bit of a break, I think, and we'll defend it. Don't know what it'll be in, but hopefully Shane will build a car and I'll drive that. But no, we'll defend it in something. But, yeah.